Hello troops, I'm back. I'm back with my traffic con as usual. So, greetings for me. Fucking greetings for me. From your Glasgow Genuine and Glasgow Daft. See? Glasgow Daft, Glasgow Genuine with a traffic con. So, don't you think that I'm stupid or fucking, crazy? But I'm crazy. I'm pure crazy and mental. Because I'm a Glasgow genuine, I'm a someone who loves Glasgow that much. That even imitates Glasgow all the way. I mean, as I said, it's Glasgow in my DNA. It's Glasgow in my blood. There's no other place to me. It's Glasgow that I love. It's my Glasgow for the cradle. It's my Glasgow till the grave. It's my Glasgow through all my triumphs and struggles. It's my Glasgow all the way. So. Hello, troops, my dears, and everyone. For Glasgow, of my pals and everyone, so it doesn't matter. So, it's me with my traffic con. Alright. As I have to tell you, it's so roasting here. So roasting here. I just can't think properly, and then just that's why my video it's a wee bit late. But I hope you love it. I just hope you love it as usual. So hello everyone with my traffic con. I'll be less mental maybe today, but a wee bit, I suppose. Alright, so let's start. I'd love to tell you today, I'd love to start with a history of my beloved Glasgow. So I made a presentation, so I'm going to present it to you just now. And I'd love to show you something. So here you go again. And guess who's that? Who's this lady, man? Who's this lady? She's a Lord Provost of Glasgow. So let me tell us a wee bit about Lord Provost. Lord Provost means the Chief Magistrate of large city. I mean, of Glasgow. What does a Lord Provost do? What does she do? The main function of Lord Provost is they chair council meetings and they represent a council on a civic ceremonial occasions, receiving heads and states and their ambassadors on visit to Glasgow. The medieval borough of Glasgow was administered on behalf of the bishops of Glasgow. 2 or 3 officials known as bailies or provosts, a single chief magistrate, wasn't created in the early 1450s. So the Local Government Act 1994 instructs all councils to elect a convener for the elected councillors in Glasgow. This is the Lord Provost, whose term of office is presently 4 or 5 years. The life of the council. So the title comes with a prefix of RT Hon. So first citizen become known as the RT Hon, the Lord Provost of Glasgow, whether they are male or female. A female partner is called the Lady Provost, but there is no title from male partner. So the current Lord Provost of Glasgow is Jacqueline McLaren. As you can see her here. Of course, she's no. She's a great lady. I mean, but she doesn't have that traffic on her head. She doesn't have that one. She doesn't have one. But I can assure you that she loves Glasgow. So is me. And I'm just mere mental. I suppose I'm mere mental. I'm mere mental. I'm mere crazy. So it's my Glasgow. But I love it. I fucking love it, troop. So that's how I have my pure beautiful traffic one, and I'm so fucking mental. Sorry. Glasgow effect again, but I love it. I love that Glasgow. I have to tell you, troops, that I love that Glasgow effect in my life. Glasgow, because Glasgow affects me. I mean, in every aspect of my life, and I just love it. The way I think, the way I lead my life, and I think Glasgow is just a spark of happiness. So I'm happier. Almost the name of the city, the name Glasgow makes me happy, makes me smile. So that's how I feel great in Glasgow. I feel great. I feel fucking pure happy, accomplished, free, alive. So that's me, Glasgow genuine. For your pleasure, we are traffic going. So, all right, so let's continue. But first, but before I start my presentation, I'd love to read to you the words she said. She said that current Lord Provost Jacqueline McLaren, tell these words. So I'm delighted. I think the same, by the way. So if I'll be Lord Provost or something, or important person who represent Glasgow in any way, I'd love to agree with her. So I'm going to tell the same words we prayed. So I'm delighted to welcome you to Glasgow. It's a truly wonderful city. Dynamic, multicultural, world famous for its friendliness. Rav Geisa rated one of the friendliest places on planet. So I couldn't agree more. Your hospitality is legendary and second to none. As Lord Provost, I'm proud to represent the city and its people locally, nationally, internationally. It's amazing privilege because Glasgow is a city with so much to recommend. We have world-class art galleries, museums, first-class conference and entertainment venues or Scottish events campus, as well as numerous theatres and cinemas. So I'm proud to see our fine museums, our galleries are free to visit. So our wonderful parks and open spaces that earn our city the name Dear Green Place also remain free to everyone to use. Glasgow's achievements have always made us proud. Crowned a city of culture, UNESCO city of music, a city of sport, city of science, city of architecture and design arts. The city chambers is a building at the heart of your city's civic political life. A proud city that tells the story of our people and its history. Glaswegians continue to go the extra mile with their bold ambition and vision for the city, putting us in a truly global platform. I highly recommend your regular free tours. This stunning building, I've been there, by the way, showcasing its impressive interior Glasgow's fascinating history. Perhaps I have the pleasure of meeting you on our tour. I hope you find this brochure a useful souvenir of your visit to my amazing city. And I, perhaps, agree 100% what she said. Because I think the same. So let me start my presentation. So it's a kind of, I suppose, kind of journey around my dear Glasgow. You may be surprised how I write my dear Glasgow everywhere, my dear Glasgow, my beloved Glasgow, because this city is special to me, to my heart. Glasgow is close to my heart as well. I left my heart in Glasgow. So Glasgow occupies every part of my body, my mind, my heart, my soul, my everything. I belong to Glasgow. My heart belongs to Glasgow. And then I can't believe that I don't want to be anywhere else because Glasgow is what I want. All right, so let's start this wee journey. I want to show you around virtually first, but maybe one day you find me in Glasgow showing you around as a tour guide. So I'd love to present this amazing city in a way. Just I have to find a way. So let's start our wee journey around my dear Glasgow. When we go then, let me show you around, as I mentioned. So, troops, do you know what that is? It's a Kelvin Grove Art Gallery and Museum. Let me tell you that something curious about it. So, Kelvin Grove Art Gallery, it's the very first Glasgow Art Gallery and Museum. The very first art gallery, I should say, opened in Glasgow, because it was founded in the Glasgow exhibition in 1888, and then it was opened in 1901. 1901. So as you can see, Kelvin Grove Art Gallery and Museum is the oldest. The very first opened art gallery and museum in Glasgow. So that's, as you can see, impressive building, I should say. It's very impressive. I've been there 3 times. So in Glasgow 8 times. Sorry, it is my 8th time in August, at the end of August, so I can't wait. So, all right, so let's continue. Opened in 1901. That was some conservation works and some exhibition was added around 2003. It was close and it was opened again in 2006. So I should tell you something curious about this Kelvin Gruffer Gallery, because in 1901, the very first at the opening of the Kelvin Gruffer Gallery Museum, the current Lord Provost of Glasgow, without traffic cone, but it doesn't matter. All right, so the current Lord Provost came to an idea to order, and he ordered gondolas to Venice, and he used these gondolas on the very at the opening of the Kelvin Gruffer Gallery. That was the attraction. That was to attract tourists. And the current Lord Provost of Glasgow, organized trips or cruises down the River Kelvin by gondolas for the tourists. So that was something great. Not in use just now, but that was once at the opening. You could travel by a gondola through the Kelvin, so that was something again as well. Attraction, I should say, for tourists. Right, so you can see that impressive stop cruise crane. People say that it's just a construction. Well, for me, it's not just a construction, because it's the greatest crane, one of the greatest in Glasgow. So Glasgow had over 40 cranes, but this was the giant monster. So that stop cruise crane was used to hang some of the how do you say that, the locomotives, carriages, wagons, and then some heavy equipment to shipbuilding. So that was used to pull. That crane was used to pull wagons, carriages, cargoes on the heavy equipment or ships and that. So that was that's the greatest crane. And let me tell you this, that Glasgow, my dear Glasgow, doesn't need any fucking castle on the hill, or the Glasgow doesn't need the castle on the hill, or the fucking castle on the hill, or the fucking parliament. Sorry, it's just that stop cruise crane is enough. It's a pride. It's a pride, and was and is pride of Glasgow and the Clyde. So I was wondering how the traffic cone would look like on the screen. So that was something that's great. You must admit, this is impressive. The new Finiston stop cruise crane is fenced, and it's on A-list building, so it's preserved, it's protected, I should say. So let me tell you a wee bit of area Finiston. So Finiston village has started when a merchant, John Orr, without traffic cone, sorry, brought a stop cruise in 1745. Finiston was a village established, so that area, but this area was called Stop Cruise Lands plus Sandiford, after was renamed Finiston, but a wee bit after. Finiston was a village established on the lands of called Stopcross and Sandiford. Finiston area was formed in around 1768 when a son of merchant John Orr, Matthew Orr, developed it and called Finiston after his tutor and teacher, Reverend John Finney, hence Finiston. History of that impressive stop cruise crane called Finiston. Again, it's a nickname. So stop cruise crane is this disused giant cantilever crane as the centre of stone at Finiston, Glasgow. It's no longer operational, but it represents a symbol of the city as engineering and heritage, a proud history of shipbuilding and largest of sphere cantilever cranes which remain along the River Clyde. The Finiston crane is a relic of age when Glasgow's shipyards made Glasgow one of the most important industrial cities in the world, and its last giant cantilever crane to be built on the Clyde, commissioned in June 1928 by the Clyde Navigation Trust, the operators of the port dock facilities in Glasgow. It was completed in 1931. The tour was built by the Quinns, Sheldon and Company, Carroll, on the cantilever by the Cleveland Bridge and Engineering Company under the supervision of mechanical engineer Daniel Fife. Mechanical engineer did the Clyde Navigation Trust. Clyde Navigation Trust was the organisation who, which Clyde Navigation Trust, it's an organisation who, which navigated and the deepening the Clyde, because Clyde needed, the River Clyde needed that deepening because of building ships, because in order to build ships, that Clyde Navigation Trust organisation had to, deepen the Clyde. So, because Clyde was full of shallows, and they wasn't able to build anything and build ship on that river. So that's how Clyde Navigation Trust organisation just did that. So it was renamed. It was established in 1759, but Clyde Navigation Trust organisation was renamed. The Clyde Port PLC around 1992. That was a building designed by famous Glasgow's architect John Bernett between 1882 1908. So, right, connected to a pair of stopcourse once again. Commissioned by in June 1928, that crane. I should tell you. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Sorry again, I'm mental. Sorry, but it's bloody it's so rusted, and you can't just focus properly, right? So, right. Sorry. Where I was now? Where I was? Stopcourse crane as this used giant cantilever crane, as I mentioned, and a centre of stone of Finestone, Glasgow. It's no longer operational, but represents a symbol of the city's engineering, heritage, a proud history of shipbuilding, and it's the largest of 4 cantilever cranes which remain along the River Clyde. That crane is the last giant cantilever crane to be built on the Clyde. So, commissioned in June 1928 by the Clyde Navigation Trust. It was completed in 1931. The tour was built by Quinns, Sheldon and Company, Carroll, cantilever by Cleveland Bridge and Engineering Company, under the supervision of mechanical engineer Daniel Fife. So, the crane became fully operational in 1932. I should say connected to a spare of the Stopcourse Railway. The crane's primary purpose was the lifting the heavy machinery, such as tanks, steam locomotives and that, build the rocks, and the works onto ships and for export, and the lifting boilers and engines into the new ships. So it was a lifting capacity of up to 200 tons. I should mention this about Queen's Dock. Sorry that I repeat one part of my sorry trips. I repeat that one part when I was talking about Stopcourse crane, but it's a bloody roasting here, so I can forget things, and I can repeat myself sometimes. Sorry that I repeated, but that's alright. I'm pure crazy and mental. So Queen's Dock was built upon a various lands of Stopcourse, was purchased in the Clyde Navigation Trust. So, the Stopcourse estate was acquired by the merchants and the John Orr in 1745, and he made major improvements, that old mansion there. Stopcourse House stood on the avenue after it was widened straight, and that became known as Stopcourse Street. So, since Matthew sold a portion of the estate, and then, which is held in Finestone, in honour of his old tutor, Reverend John Finney, and the mansion was demolished by 1878. At this point, much of the estate was sold for Queen's Dock. In 1874, Barclay Carroll Silvere Shipyard on Stop Hill, the Clyde Navigation Trust, work began on the construction of Queen's Dock. originally known as the Stopcross Dock. In 1872, renamed a permission Queen Victoria. She opened the dock in 1877 and completed it in 1880. So, provided 2 basins and hydraulic swing bridge, calling a cranes. So that was something great. And sheds, and the total compressed around 4 acres of Quaison war. So the hydraulic bridge was something included a massive pivot weighing mere 11 tons, and then our swing bridge and the entrance Queen's Dock rotator. The bridge could support on the 60 tons. It was built by for the hydraulic pumping station built nearby, which also supplied power for our cranes installed on the North Quay. So the ship sailing for the Queen's Dock included these Hutchison Line, Barrelson, Paddy, Henderson, Donaldson Line as the city line for 1904. So York Hill Quay, the next to a dock entrance accommodated the Anchor Line as a blue funnel line. Suppose so. But another great, I shouldn't say here, another great place and landmarks in Finestone. So Stopcross Quay, developed in 1870, strips opened in 1883. Lansfield Quay a wee bit after. So Napier Dock, it was called Napier's Dock once, opened in 1844. Then Finestone Quay opened in 1848. Armadale, that's the bit in shape, that one in shape of hull, built in 1983. Shape of house connecting to my Glasgow shipbuilding past. Armadale is the place where some conference take place. So it's the conference center, and then be something. Then Sissy of Hydro, see that here. So built in 2013, became a very famous music venue in Glasgow. Of course, after Baron Dance Hall and venue, built between 1934-9. Hydro is the place where hundreds of concert shows take place. I should tell you, Strip, hundreds of, maybe not hundreds, but I'm so fucking pure mental and crazy. So it's Glasgow. So again, we my traffic cone we use. So I want to tell you some interesting facts about Finestone. So this area. So the village of Finestone was established in 1768 on the lands of Stopcross by Matthew Orr, the owner of Stopcross House. The ancient wooden crosses stood in the junction of Finestone Street and Gar Street, and then and Stopcross was derived. Finestone was named in honour of the Reverend John Finney, who was Matthew's Orr tutor. The oldest surviving building in the area is two-storey cottage with attic, which can be found in 1828, 5 Argyle Street. No trendy cocktail bar and restaurant in Finestone. The nearest train station exhibition centre is the original called Stopcross when it opened in 1894. It was reopened in 1979 as Finestone took the moniker we now know as November 1986. In the mid-1830s, and Dumbarton Road was still predominantly, and then a rural character of the section and road behind the crescent was fronted by the mentioned houses. Marybank and the White Bank was their own grounds, and then Calvin Cinema first opened in the 1930s. Plus, actually closed in 1959. The day a modern flat development stones in its place. In 2016, Finestone was named in the Times list of 20 happiest places to live in Glasgow. So, a Scottish footballer Danny McGrain and a singer Sharon Spray as the area famous natives. The Finestone Stopcross crane. Guess one. The cost of the crane in 1930s. Guess. It was £69,000. Aye, £69,000. Would you believe this? To build a impressive Stopcross crane, including its foundations on the lasting giant cantilever crane that built on the Clyde in 1931. Let me read to you part of my story because I'm writing a story about my Glasgow and the code love in Glasgow. My very own Glasgow story. Love at the banks of my beloved Glasgow and the banks of the River Clyde. So Finestone is an area of Glasgow situated on the north bank of the River Clyde, Doherty Way, West End. So Finestone was the Finestone Stopcross crane and known for Dunda as foreground on a Clyde auditorium. Background, Finestone is pure magical and peach. When you're walking down the Clyde walkways, you can have swatch of Finestone crane stunning Stopcross, sorry, and Banks of Clyde, Armadillo, Boherway, Cecil Hydro, and it's a wee. But see, it's going to be just doing the Rotman, it's just hundreds of men's donor, doing the Clyde, and the Clyde said this distillery. So you could nip into for a wee drama, so big Glasgow, Morocco is, I mean, Madway, it doesn't matter. Just we went down the road is a Peach Riverside Museum, and then it's a pure sound spot we have here in Wayne. So, and of course, it's a hundreds of boozers. If you fancy a night out, just on the boozers, and then the back to your bed house, and then we after a Glasgow chart, after hundreds of swallows, and then we hops. And Finistons, there are no hundreds of clubs and into dancing for dancing. If you turn your night sides, you can have a wee swatching at the University of Glasgow. Finiston is a pure sound part of Glasgow. Hundreds of decades ago, pure industrial. But I know Finiston a hundreds for foodies and vegans, street and art. Was voted for the happiest place in the Curry-Dun, Seldown, in Glasgow. So, man, this is something. I think you should know this if you're after Finiston, that Stopcross Crane, it's not just a construction. It's not something built just like that. It's a pride. It was and is pride of Glasgow and the Clyde. You should know this one. Alright, so the new, I'd love to mention to you about that great McLean Arch. No, it wasn't this. McLean Arch was once at the guest at Ingram Street. It wasn't just a gate, it was a building. So it was built around 1796. It was situated at Ingram Street. It was assembly rooms for magistrate and important person and some leaders of Glasgow, for Glasgow City Council. Then in 1847, it was a afternoon club for Glaswegians to go for a dancing, and then was demolished. Demolished and moved to Ingram Street up to where? In 1892 to Monteithro. Monteithro is a rich part of Glasgow, so it was moved there as a gate. It's just a gate. So it's a movable arch, movable McLean Arch. So it moved to Monteithro. And then around 1922, that impressive arch moved to the Green Street. Then 2 years after, so it's in 1924 to at the, I should say, at Charlotte Street. Then as a 1981 is the very last place of the McLean Arch. So it's the Glasgow Green at Salt Market. So it's it's an impressive gate. You should admit this, troops. It's an impressive gate to Glasgow Green. So I love it. Fucking love it. By the way, it's my photo. So City Chambers you have situated at George Square. I should say that George Square, they just know that, troops. I'm fucking so mental. I suppose you know this, But let me tell you this, that I should tell you that George Square, can you imagine, it was once just a field. 1782. Just a field with cattle grazing there, and we a gate facing Miller Street. Around 1787, that was renamed George Square, and then named George Square after King George III. So it's for 1787 was opened. George Square was opened to the public as George Square. Here you can see the City Chambers. So was built by the stone was founded. The City Chambers were founded by current Lord Provost John Ure around 1882. A stone was built here in that place. Because in around 1883, that City Chambers were built. And in 1888, was opened in late 1888, was opened by Queen Victoria. Glasgow was Queen Victoria's favourite city. Troops. Glasgow was Queen Victoria's favourite city, her beloved one, so as mine, as well, I should admit that. So, but Glasgow City Council moved here. It was movable as well, Glasgow City Council, because it was once a tall steeple at Merchantside, then moved to the Salt Market and St. Enoch Court, to that building in front of Glasgow Green, then moved to the Ingram Street, and then the George Square. In April 1996. So for April 1996, Glasgow Town Hall, Glasgow City Council is in that place, is situated here in City Chambers. Alright. Buchanan Street troops. Buchanan Street is the greatest one in Glasgow, so it's called Style Mile of Glasgow, and that was named after who? Andrew Buchanan, who was a Lord Provost and the merchant of Glasgow. So he was a great man, merchant, backlord as well, but it was opened in 1777. Buchanan Street was laid out in around 1780s and opened officially in 1804. Buchanan Street was just a merchant street for merchants, and the rich merchants lived there and sent their goods. And then Buchanan Street became commercialized together with opening the Argyll Arcade. Argyll Arcade is the oldest building, the oldest shopping centre in Glasgow. So opened in 1828. So for that time, Buchanan Street became commercialised. So it's around 1890s. 1820s, sorry. In 1820s, Buchanan Street became pedestrianised. It was trams used to drive there, people used to drive cars and then that sort of things like that, But around 1920s became commercially pedestrianised. So next curiosity I want to tell us about the day is the I think I find out about St. Enoch Square. St. Enoch Square was once a merchant square because it was established in 1768, planned, and then opened in 1768 was planned, then laid out in 1775, opened officially 1782. But how is it called St. Enoch? St. Enoch was I think people don't know about that because Saint Enoch was a more of Saint Kentigern, Saint Mango. Saint Mango is a patron saint of Glasgow, so that's how she was his mom. His mother. So Saint Enoch, Saint Tenu, she was a more of Saint Kentigern, Saint Mango. So Saint Enoch originally Saint Tenu. So Saint Enoch was once called no Saint Enoch Square, but Saint Tenu Gate. Saint Tenu Gate. And as you can see that Saint Enoch just now, in place of that second entrance to the just behind that Saint Enoch old station, that was the Saint Tenu Chapel once, then it was demolished. It's supposed to be the place of her burial. So the Saint Enoch Parish Church was built around 1780s, but rebuilt 1827, then demolished by Glasgow Town Hall in 1825. So the new, it's just a coffee shop. It was once in 1896. There was a Saint Enoch old station. On the right side, on the left side, it was just a merchant houses. Then it was a Great Victorian Hotel in 1888. But demolished, unfortunately, in 1977. And the new, in place of the Victorian Hotel, you have what? St. Enoch Shopping Centre, trips. So, St. Enoch Square, St. Tenu Gate once. Alright, trips. So, let me move on to the other part of my. I want to tell you something about just now. I prepared something for you. So, all right. I should tell you that, as you know, in Glasgow, we have two accents. Two main accents. One is called the Glasgow vernacular and the Glasgow Standard English troops. So, as I mentioned, I want to mention that Glasgow vernacular is a wee bit as a It's a wee bit stereotypical as Glasgow voice. It's like articulation, jaw, protrusion, and harsh phonation. Glasgow vernacular is also prominent for specular quality and exaggerated pronunciation as a rap scene is bit. What is more, Glasgow vernacular strongly associated with the working class Glaswegians and with those from the social scheme, also regarded by many people as rough, aggressive, and fairly associated with the unwashed and violent. What's even more upsetting is the fact that people nowadays are prone to judge linguistically those individuals who speak the Glasgow vernacular, I mean Glasgow accent, on the basis of stereotypical associations. And I want to add here, it's very upsetting to me that hundreds of people just base their social judgments with linguistic judgments on stereotypes. I think that people, the people who are after Glasgow, they just mark Glaswegians as unintelligent, uneducated, unwashed, aggressive, violent, because of their accent, because of their for Glasgow. People, it's not right. I think it's not right. How can I think it's a distracted perception of Glaswegians. People have that distracted image of Glaswegians, Glasgow, because of the Glasgow experience, as you know, Industrial Revolution. And after Industrial Revolution, Glasgow was the market, poor, and then aggressive, some violence, but these all problems were caused by Industrial Revolution, these kind of social problems and that. And people have no idea, some of the people have no idea about that. Because, people should change their mind about Glaswegians. I mean, they have a Glasgow. It's no longer as it was. It's not that it was, but it's upsetting that hundreds of people judge Glaswegians that you're for Glasgow. You can't use your accent here. You can't use a Glasgow accent here, because that's not right here. So Glaswegians can't use their own accent abroad. Troops, I don't think this is good. It's not right. I think hundreds of people judge Glaswegians that they are for Glasgow. They use their own accent. Some of the people say that you should be ashamed that you're for Glasgow. You should be ashamed that you speak Glaswegian, the great Glasgow accent. How's that even possible? Troops, I don't think that's. I should tell you this, because it's not right judging Glaswegians that they are for Glasgow. And Glaswegians have hundreds are struggling, working abroad. Take, for example, Glasgow man working in an office and then the rest in England, for example. And his troops and his pals telling him that, pals, sorry man, you're for Glasgow, so we cannot talk to you. And you have to tone down your accent if you want to work with us. Tone down my accent. I mean, it's possible if you teach English abroad, if you're for Glasgow, so you can just tone down your accent a wee bit, but I think if you move socially, you can tone down your accent a wee bit, but you can't change your accent. I mean, you're not allowed even to change your accent. You shouldn't change your accent. If your pals are English, if you work with the English, because they don't understand you, just for them, you can't just, if you're for Glasgow, you should be proud that you're for Glasgow. You should be proud, man, that you're for Glasgow. You can't be just afraid and feared that people can judge you because you're for Glasgow. You say, I'm for Glasgow and I'm proud of it. I'm fucking proud of it. That I'm a Glaswegian, I'm a Glasgow man. I should be proud. I use this great accent. You should be proud, troops, that you're for Glasgow, that you're Glasgow born and bred. And these social judgments, just throw them away. Throw them away. People will always be complaining and judging you. These are people. But focus on yourselves. Use dear Glaswegians. You have the greatest and exclusive even accent ever. The one I love. So I I want to mention that, plus I want to add that some of the people, that Professor Stuart Smith, that one for the University of Glasgow, she do an interview with the rapper and the writer, Darren McGarvey, and she explained that because she's for England, she used that arrested pronunciation, but she examines Glasgow accent for ages. And then she had an interview with him, the Darren McGarvey, and she said that if I say a sentence in my accent, so it's in RP, people will believe me. People will judge me consider me as a great man and intelligent, educated, and that. But if you say something in your accent, so it means in Glaswegian, people will judge you socially. People will judge you because of that you're aggressive, you're violent, unwashed. I mean, uneducated, intelligent, because you're from Glasgow. So that's how people judge you, because of your accent. But I think it's great being Glaswegian, and it's great being from Glasgow, born and bred in Glasgow, and it's great having that brilliant accent of Glasgow. People, Glaswegians, you should not be afraid, you should not be feared that you're from Glasgow, you should be proud of it. Say everything in Glasgow accent, say everything. Show people that you're the greatest city in the world. Show this. Another thing that is very upsetting to me is that I think that, I should put my cone hat just now. What is even more upsetting is that some of the people judge Glaswegians because they don't want to make an effort to understand you. People don't want to make an effort to understand Glaswegians. Because say that, your Glasgow accent, your accent is very thick, so I'm not going to speak to you. My example is the English. The English people, just across the border, fucking England, the English people. So they don't want to make an effort to understand Glaswegians. They just pretend that they don't understand, or they just having fun. They're just call their names or making fun with them. It's not right, man. Even they don't want to just develop their ears to understand Glaswegians. They prefer to humiliate them. But I should define them as lazy listeners. Troops. I think they are lazy listeners, the English. But not just the English. I mean, hundreds of people who don't understand Glaswegian, they think that, I don't get it, man, sorry. So it can't be like that. It can't be like that, troops. So you should not be just like the English. Because you can focus, You can focus when you chat to me, Glasgow man. You can focus on what he's saying just now. You may ask him to repeat if you don't understand something. You have to listen to him more times, and then focus more, and then make an effort to understand a Glaswegian. Develop your ear. Just even get a bash to understand Glaswegians. Not being a fucking lazy listener. And I think that I should show you a scene in the government. So that was a humiliation to me when a party member for Parliament, he was a Glaswegian, and the English member of the Parliament, he couldn't understand what was he saying. But I think it was just a humiliation. He just asked him 3 times to repeat it. What he just said in that speech. He was a wee bit confused, and people around the English had fun. They just laughed, They just, fucking didn't want to understand for Glasgow. It was a humiliation. It wasn't funny at all to me. But I show it in a way. So people, don't judge Glaswegians because they are for Glasgow. They use that fucking great accent. Just make an effort, troops. Make an effort to understand them, Develop your ear. Just even get a bash to understand Glaswegians. Get a bash, troops. So I should say that, don't be a lazy listener. Don't humiliate Glaswegians. So I should say that Glaswegians are, don't judge Glaswegians. Don't humiliate them because they are so fucking intelligent. You know how that is, that Glaswegians speak so much faster than the other English native speakers. You know how that is. Glaswegians speak so much faster. It means that Glaswegians are more pure intelligent, funny, creative. Aye, that means that Glaswegians are intelligent. That's because they speak so much faster than the other English native speakers, aye? So, and I think that, as one of the comedians said, Jane Godley, the Glasgow accent is incredibly difficult. It's very exclusive, advanced, and no everybody gets it. So, as I mentioned, it's because Glaswegians speak so much faster than the others. They are so pure fucking intelligent and creative and pure funny and pure friendly troops. Just get it. I can say that Glasgow accent is incredibly difficult. If you know for Glasgow, if you're outside Glasgow, aye. Glasgow accent is pure difficult. Is that me? Is that me, troops? Alright, so is that me? So I should say that maybe if you just outside Glasgow, the Glasgow accent is incredibly difficult for you or for use. But I think that Glaswegians are pure intelligence. That's because they speak Glasgow accent, which is incredibly difficult, which is exclusive, which is advanced. Aye, Glasgow accent is very exclusive and advanced, and Glaswegians equals are pure fucking intelligent because of it. Because they use this great accent, this great Glasgow accent. So it means that they're intelligent, funny, and creative. So please, don't judge Glaswegians. If you don't get Glasgow accent, please, just get a bus and learn a wee bit. Get a bus to understand Glaswegians. Make an effort, troops. Aye? I learn this pure, brilliant Glasgow accent. Aye? So, again, you'll be proud. You should be proud that you're from Glasgow. And under no circumstance do you have to change your accent just to hate it. Don't hate that you're from Glasgow. Troops, don't do that, troops. Don't hate it that you're from Glasgow. Don't hate it in front of others. Just be proud of it that you're from Glasgow. The greatest and the grandest city in this fucking world. Because anywhere is this shit, you know this. But please, just don't be fair of others judging you. Because they're no right. They're no right. And they have, under no circumstance, they can judge you. Under no fucking circumstance, troops. So I'm so proud that I should tell you that I'm so proud that I made the effort and I can understand Glaswegians just now, that I can mingle with Glaswegians, that I feel free and comfortable in Glasgow because I understand Glaswegians. I made that effort, troops. So take my example and just do that. So it means that as well I'm mental and crazy. Some people can judge me that, you speak Glaswegian, why you love Glasgow, why you speak that harsh and thick accent. No, Glasgow accent is so fucking, it's very, very exclusive, advanced, pure the brilliant, man, sexy, hot, and very, very curious linguistically, and just great one. So it's incredibly difficult. Not for me, but not for me. Glasgow accent, it's not incredibly difficult for me, but remember this, troops, please. Alright? And just give Glaswegians that pleasure and learn their accent, some of the Glasgow expressions for Glasgow part. Just do that, troops. Alright? Do that, troops, and be proud that you're a Glaswegians, aye? have that feeling that, and you have that feeling, so as me, that as a Glasgow accent is incredibly difficult, pure solid man. So I think that I feel intelligent just now, and it's exclusive and advanced. I'm very advanced, very intelligent, supposed because I Glasgow accent. I feel great, man, that I can mingle with Glaswegians, that I understand them. I can speak in Glasgow accent. I'm so happy. I can't remember what was the last time I used the received pronunciation thing. I can't remember that, troops. So I have to tell you, in my traffic cone just now, I can't remember this when I use the RP. I'm proud that I can use Glasgow accent, that I can, this purely brilliant accent, that I can mingle with Glaswegians freely, and with ease. And with ease, I can understand them with ease. I can make pals in Glasgow because I know Glasgow accent, I understand them. So, troops, if you go to Glasgow cheers up, and surprise, learn Glasgow accent plus get a bash to understand Glaswegians. Don't be a fucking lazy listener, troops. Get a bash to understand Glaswegians. Make the effort. And then you'll have hundreds of pals in Glasgow, and then you'll be treating me fucking respect, man. Seriously. So, take my word, mark my words, and if you go to Glasgow, you're traffic cone hats, so as me, and then, please, just, alright? Don't judge Glaswegians, because they're fucking incredible and intelligent, funny, and creative people. Mark my words. I'd love to show you the humiliation in the government. So, see this, troops.
Mr. Speaker, from speaking to a number of parliamentary colleagues, that there are still certain aspects of the estate, including the Northern Estate, that are not great for people with disabilities. Can I ask the honourable gentleman what work is being done to make sure that this place is more accessible, particularly for some of our colleagues who have a disability?
Here. I'm sorry. It must be something to do with my antipathy and background. Could you please repeat the question, because I didn't follow it?
Well, very popular today. I was saying that a number of parliamentary colleagues who have disabilities do find it quite difficult getting around certain parts of the state. Given that we're doing this refurbishment work, what can be done to make sure that those with a disability are able to move around more freely and the place is accessible?
I'm really sorry. Please, could you do it very slowly in an intimidating English? Thank you.
So, see this, troops. That was an example how people treat Glaswegians. That was the example in the parliament. That man, he maybe doesn't want to understand. It's my opinion. He doesn't want to understand the member of the parliament for Glasgow. He doesn't want to understand him. He just acting just like that, and then it's a humiliation. People are laughing. It's a humiliation for me. It can't be like that, troops. It can't be like that. So avoid such situations. Be proud that you're from Glasgow, and get a bash to learn Glasgow accent and Glasgow par. Give that pleasure to Glaswegians, and stop judging them, because Glaswegians are fucking pure, funny, intelligent, friendly, and creative. So leave them alone. I make pass with them. Learn Glasgow accent. Break the barriers, troops. Be more opened up. And you're alright. You're traffic cones. And we hundreds of Glasgow pals. So take my advice, please. Alright. So then I want to move on to the Glasgow accent practice with James Kelman, with my traffic cone. So, troops. Right. No, I couldn't say it. I slowed down so I can repeat it. You never know, but I decided to take a walk in the cooperation myself. I can't talk where I want to. A bit of science anyway. So that's something, so I want to be better for a bastards up. There get a starter. They had a blinding you with science. Anyway, I get into John for a handful of strength, a brew, money, I went home and then half bottle, and a big screwed up view of saying a word to old Archie. Tony still hadn't showed up Monday, that 4 days, so that was a chance to say that I tell the cash in his phone ready for me. So it's obvious that if I have to go to the I just obviously I have to go to the 7 games on that bargain and there are nothing. I could do about it. It's a bit too late. Some Moira Mo come up the stair to see me on the 6 morning what they had come about there having to be out of the house. But 30 else on that there'd be immediate action. The last Mo isn't helping the was a fucking I couldn't take him off where only having a single end offered to help a bit didn't make matters much better. So I went around the factors and I couldn't nothing just at all. I didn't expect it anyhow that honest about it. Hopeless I just felt that. So here Mo I take a walk up in Clayhouse. I said I maybe or just alternate accommodation and not worry because Wayne's no the cooperation when they chance to that in. Imagine expecting her to pay the kind of rent here because it's got short so I see the rooms are dumping and all that. A cube that sanitary and they tell her open at Wendy's let her in so that I mean the middle fucking winter let they're in. As soon as back in the turn and the villains are screwing on the mares of their no. Also raging man, I've still left the house and the Wednesday morning I've still held angry. So Moira was wanting to come up here and tell her on that maybe a bear I went on my thought. So up I goes cute on that manager. But a bit that wasn't available, so as been a the Moira, so a young fellow called him Mr. Frederick, but him's a bit of wasn't bothering much on the floor. So I finished my jump saying that in the first place, and I explained everything to Moira John and Moira. And the department had sent her out letters, which saying no taking the trouble to answer a second place, and that was named on the business. So I was a shout not next place, not. Also, my rag in the next night, I know I'm laying here. I was yesterday, Thursday. I've been out on a game since I grabbed my the weekend. I throw. Lucky I didn't strangle him for a collapse. Don't even know if I'm getting charged, to be honest, and I couldn't get a 2 monkeys whether I'm here no. So, be that nothing is more I came out as my morning as I guess my news. Young Tony gets a back Wednesday dinner time, but no finding me. I just goes down the Moira's and then basically tell the story. He's just not nothing that goes in the write up on cooperation where he hangs about it and finds out on the day with the clerk. So there's Mr. Freddy goes home and gets the facts where supposed to have about him. I just pray bad bit and I post some managers and I catch him in and it turns out to be Tony who doesn't even run about. We MD seems sometimes that we met his. So there it is. So now I know the score is next time I see him. And big Moira and the Wayne's not far here and just never have to go either. I mean nice to be nice. No, I mean. Alright. Hope you love that Glasgow accent practice with James Kellman. But the new troops, I have to move on to show you a wee bit of the Glasgow accent practice. So please, listen. You may repeat that one. Please, listen. Listen. And right.
In the chalet. Never mind that nasal strip, by the way. I just realised 1st of July 2022 was the last time I ever drank. And if you knew me personally, you would know that's quite crazy. Obviously, I've been totally abstinent about 19 months, that's everything. But life has improved drastically, in case you haven't noticed. Don't get me wrong, life has been really challenging, especially in recent times. But my worst day sober beats my best day drunk 10 times out of 10. And I'm not making this video for like external validation or anything like that. This is just geared towards, pardon the pun, somebody that's maybe struggling. Think they can't get off it. Think they're stuck. Somebody that might not even realise that drugs and alcohol are the root of all their problems. It's never too late to make a change that will change your life. You look into recovery, getting off drugs is just an attachment of it. You'll learn skills that will help you navigate through life, master resentment, become a better person overall. Become somebody. 2 years to the day I've been off the booze in the chalet. Never mind that nasal strip, by the way.
Alright, Troops. So how's this? Did you understand him? Troops, I should ask you how's this? Did you understand that one? Alright. That's me, that's no very pure crazy. Oh, sorry. But I'm pure mental again. I'm pure crazy just now. Cause the new, announcement troops with my traffic con. Sorry, again, mental says Glasgow. So pure crazy mental says Glasgow. So, but let's start to teach you some Glasgow platter. So, from the just know troops that, what does it mean? Away you go. Aye, away you go is a Glasgow man say I'm sorry, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, so it's away you go. Alright. How are you doing? It's alright, also. Alright, Paul. Alright, away back, as I mentioned. So no, don't be confused. Alright, meaning I don't understand what you mean. Alright, mate, how you doing, son? Baltic Knippy? It's cold. I mentioned that. So alright, so beamer. It's when you just beamer when you it's not a BMW. It's not a car or nothing else, but it's the, I should say, is a rather, if you fancy a man and you became like a so fucking red, so as beetroot, so trips, so lassies, when you fancy a man, you have that beamer on your face, so it's a matter of blushing red face caused by embarrassment as well. A belter is a wee belter. Oh, she's a belter, man. It's exclamation of joy, positive result. Ya belter, ya dancer, aye. So it's ya belter, ya dancer means that's great. Exclamation of joy, positive result. Big man, wee man. Aye. So literally large man or small man, but commonly is as friendly as regardless of I suppose of the size of a subject. But it's something alright big man. So how's it going, wee man? So aye. It's not common. It's not a wee man. It's not that man is small or that man is big. You can't say that. Big man means as that it's used to say that you're a fucking friendly. So big man, wee man means that you're pure friendly, aye. So alright, big man. And how's it going, wee man? So it means not a size. It's not a size, but someone is friendly. Boccia rocket, aye. I mentioned that one. So away you go. That's boggin, man. Boggin, disgusting, dirty, filthy. Imagine a situation, man. Picture that. They just try Mars bar once. Aye. So picture, if you will, wandering onto the streets of Glasgow, and in search of mythical deep fried Mars bar. You might love it. The only bar, a melted chocolate. But if you don't, there's only a word for your disgust. And that word is boggin, man. Example. That's boggin, man. Seriously. You could also use the word in place of dirty, filthy, aye. But also describe someone to their face, at least. Aye. This is me, I'm mental, aye. But if you might get a punch in a gig. So, birds and main troops. Button up the back. What does it mean, button up the back? Buttoned up the back. Is someone trying to get you a film or a mug you? This is a phrase you've been searching for use regularly by many a Glasgow parent. It's usually a question, do you think I'm button up the back? Implemented that way, I've been told, about face style. The answer, in case you're wondering, is always no, they're no. Button up the back, so it's misline. I'm buzzing, man! So it's buzzing! I'm buzzing for it, man. I'm buzzing for it means that you're excited. I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing for it. I'm off to Glasgow and I'm buzzing for it. I'm buzzing for it, man, because I'm off to my beloved Glasgow, eh? So, I'm buzzing for it. I'm buzzing because I'm off to Glasgow at the end of August. So it means that I'm fucking excited. I'm pumped, man. True, I seriously. Sorry. That's just my effect, Glasgow effect plus traffic one. So, but I remember one situation in Glasgow is the people just putting their traffic cones. Traffic cones were standing there on the streets of Glasgow, and they are just they were taking just the cones and they just took photos. With this, so that's cool. That's how I call it, the Glasgow traffic cones. By the way, but Glaswegians put at the end of sentence. So, by the way, but you can be here in Glasgow as in the end of sentence. It means to highlight something. If a Glaswegian says that sentence, my wife's pure stunning, by the way, he wants to highlight this, that she's pure stunning, but I pick you up for the airport, but so he wants to, he means that he wants to pick you up for the airport. So is that but in the end of sentence, but. Kuppen it's your face. Crabbit, full-tempered, dafty, aye. Idiotic, stupid person, dafty. Did you, aye? Sorry, again, my traffic on. Glasgow, my love. So, did you, aye? A very common and important phrase among Scottish lingo. Glasgow lingo. So, what for a translator, did you, aye? Did you, aye, man, is extremely condescending phrase for doing the person you're talking to. If you think they are speaking pish, I'm talking to kind of the thing that something like something, those are being funny. Being a actual funny. You're a funny man. Aye, you're a funny. Being a pretentious. So as that simply tell somebody to go away. So very useful, versatile phrase. So did I don't believe you, sorry. So as I mentioned to you that word dobber, maybe I don't. But I'd love to. Dobber is a bastard. Walper. Again, it can be used as both a term affection of friends or it's a dobber, as well as it can be used as a insult or a friendly among friends. So a dobber. So it means as positive sense as an insult. What you saying, a dobber? So it means bastard you. Fandan. Aye. Maybe no fandan. Fee. Sang word. Fee. Fee it's from. Where are you from? Where are you from, man? I'm from Glasgow, aye. So, gallus. It's very common in Glasgow. Gallus. Term gallus. It's more than just waist and ain't pop. Is that swagger? The stretch you have say for walking in a club or dancing like Beyonce. Oh, sure, you think? Aye. Plus, I'm a Glasgow lassie. There's a swing either way for a compliment, stylish, impressive, chic and good way. So, that's something, there's banter. Recent times are thanks to the pesky Westenders, Glasgowian students who are looking at you. I still a pure gallus word to pull out on occasion. Pure gallus, aye, elegant as. Go on yourself, way man! Aye. This one ends exclamation at special occasions only we might have money. 3 or 10 people to get lost on the end to show encouragement in Glasgow. Like a very go on yourself. It's followed by a big man, a wee man, depending on the recipient. Share fair saying a speaker behind you all the way. So it means that aye, go on yourself, man. Aye, as that means exclamation. Occasionally. So, get laldy, man. So I get laldy. It's fast approaching midnight, and then you've had a wee swally, and you're feeling gallus. Should you rock up the club and hit that dance floor? There's only one thing for it. There's a get laldy. Get it, laldy, man. It means you're going for it. Get laldy, just go for it, man. So, get mad with it, regret nothing, forget tomorrow's hangover and be sure if it takes now your friends telling you we're totally getting laldy last night. Worth it. So, get laldy is, so, like, go for it, man. You think that in Glasgow ginger be a word for red hair, for carrot top, but you would be wrong. Sure it was that used to, but just are an average Glasgow panther ask you for some ginger or even ginger balls either looking up quench and then there's a fizzy drink or even looking at score 30p man again returning those praise up glazing a ball where in iron brew specifically or fizz in general is a debate on either way. No, you know that to step away for the red heat and the handover and the hysteria. I'm fair gasping man after a poke of chips. Gonna get a bowl of ginger. So ginger, it's a red hair, it's a iron brew, and it's a ginger colour, right? So they're fair gasping. I'm a poke of chips. Gonna give me a bowl of iron brew. So Glaikit, it's goofy. Glaikit is goofy and silly, looking at daft. But you don't want to experience Glasgow kexters. You doesn't want to experience Glasgow kiss. No, never trips. It doesn't want to experience that one. So we have traffic on. Boom. It's boom. We have traffic on. That's Glasgow kiss. You don't want to experience that. Sorry. Greeting is crying. Greeting crying. Hacky is a space. It's ugly, very unattractive. Hacky ugly. Haven't got a Scooby means sorry. I haven't got a Scooby means I've no idea. I've not a clue. So I haven't got a Scooby. I've no idea what you're talking about. If a person uses a Glasgow accent, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're outside Glasgow, you have no idea. So I say, I don't have a Scooby, man. So, I should tell you that something great as well. Hee-ho, it's nothing. Hee-ho, nothing. Honking smelly. Honking smelly. That's honking, man, so it's smelly. How no in Glasgow use how no it's why no. In Glasgow, how means why. No one knows. No one fucking knows how that is, but in Glasgow, how means why. So if you hear how's that in Glasgow, so I mean how's that? Why is that? So Glasgow man means so if a Glaswegian tells you that how no and then how's that? So it means why is that? How why Glasgow? So lash to go drinking a bitch. Lash means randan race. Randan race and the lash are party with too much alcohol. Party with too much alcohol, randan razlash. I was on the randan, you were in the house. Sorry, man, we be there. We just went there. We've been there together and just in a fucking club. We go for a dance and then, we are in the randan. I'm so fucking, fuck Glasgow, love you. So, I'm going to dance in the fucking rain and when starting down Glasgow, my love. Pidwali sick. Pidwali sick. Shut your geggy, mum. Shut up. Shut your geggy. Shut up. Alright. Having a taps off. Remember when it was pure Baltic? Well, no, it's one day and there are sun. The shines are gorgeous. When the sun shines on gorgeous Glasgow. And it's grateful. And as grateful. Glaswegians grateful. So pretty while it tips in my many parts and benches and then spare bits of grass and then, sun is out. Put a thermometer away. The old indicator, Glasgow, it needs a pick out the window. As I meant to run thereof. It's even a website on which can tell you a current status on this. Setting taps off at around 17 degrees. But once seen and the odd anomaly as well in 14, 15. So Wedgie is a Glaswegian. The Wedgie is a Glasgow man, troops. Alright, so I'd love to tell you just now the words Glaswegians use instead of something. So imagine is imagine being on a bench new with a cocktail. Member instead of remember. Member instead of remember. Remember when you used to wallpaper your drawers. Tilt instead of told. Tilt, told. Tell you you're not getting a con. Date instead of date. Date. It's not the date you need to worry about hen. It's the 11. Instead of where was up in the we instead of with. So we instead of with. What's up with him? Yin instead of one. Yin instead of one. He's wrong yin. Down instead of do. Down instead of down. Down instead of down. I'm going down to the shops. Feared instead of afraid. Feared instead of afraid. So I'm feared is spiders. Mer instead of more. Mer instead of more. The merer, and you ask me, what doesn't that mean? Have you not been listening? Red instead of red. Red instead of red. His face was red. Hang instead of thing. Hang instead of thing. So what the hang you wanted to tell me? Go instead of go. Go instead of go. So I've not got a clue, mate. Wrong instead of wrong. I knew it'd be wrong. Stone instead of stand. Stone instead of stand. My legs are already kind of stone. Fit instead of from. Where are you for? Fit instead of from. Where are you for? Pocket instead of pocket. Pocket instead of pocket. You're gonna get smashed with your pocket. Dad instead of dad. Dad instead of dad. My dad loved the movie. Mo instead of mum. Mo instead of mum. Mama loved that show. Or listen over. I'm heading to our south side. Windy instead of window. Windy instead of window. You need to clean the windy. Half instead of half. There's no point at doing something half day. Ernie instead of no. Ernie. No, I'm Ernie. Day instead of do. Day instead of do. Aye a day. Aye a day aye. So, T instead of two. Getting yourself there. So, troops. Next time I'm going to finish these words. The 60 words Glaswegians can't help but say your in particular way. So I'm going to tell you more. Present to you more. Of course, it'll be more Glasgow par and more Glasgow practice accent and the challenge. So, the new I want to read something for Glasgow banter. Ha ha ha, we my traffic on again. So, accidentally, man. That's accidentally. So if I did this close and there is a mo asking me, what did you do for that? Is it done of a purpose? She got me done because my paranomic mo and it twisted first there goes back in the matches. Want to say a mattress better smelt. So what's the most motivational thing anyone that ever said to you? Shade back if you don't. Maar most actually meer concerned me at my work that me. When you work next, you work tomorrow. Time you start driving there. So how was work? What's your manager like? Was it busy? Were you busy? What have you doing? Did you get break? Did you get food? Time you finish? When you working next? So those people who get work like will not have an hour by that shift starts and sell in. So but then confuse the life out of me. I said at 8 a.m. So best believe I'm rocking 795 on the end. I still having a cup of tea. So woke up to shout at my dad offering my mo. I hope so not refuse to then. I said I my mo put then there was a size that scrap to go downstairs. So. Friday is easily the best day of the week. No question asked. Can be pushed and stay out till the 6 o'clock. No consequence, man. No consequence, man. Seriously. Just be up for a swallow. Just on a Friday and get fucking crazy and mental and on a Saturday. First away for Monday without still being a mitzvah. Staying at hotel days out in front of you. Happy Friday, people. So, next time, as you know, Glasgow banter, Glasgow party, Glasgow practice and everything. So, I want to tell you, make an effort to understand Glaswegians troops. Develop your ear for the spirited, brilliant Glasgow accent. Don't be fucking lazy listeners. Don't humiliate Glaswegians because they are so fucking pure, intelligent, funny, creative people. Class friendly, aye. And then get that respect and you make pals in Glasgow, aye. Get a bash trips. Get a pleasure to Glaswegians. If you go to Glasgow, we have traffic cones. And be so as Glaswegians, the greatest people on earth, living in the grandest city called Glasgow in this fucking world. So, what I want to finish is, don't say that Glasgow accent is difficult. That's tough to, that's in pure solid to write it down. But it's not. You may have some difficulties, but you understand Glaswegian at the very end. So I should say that Glaswegian is now viewed as a desirable way of speaking heralds a change attitudes, which is also reflected in the 14 national guidelines for schools, which now encourage respect for the interests of children's natural dialect. Aye, respect for Glasgow accent. Aye, the recognition that Glaswegian is a contemporary urban dialect of Scots worthy of respect I want to highlight this. Glaswegian dialect as contemporary urban dialect of Scots, worthy of respect rather than cause of shame in a recent change, reflected in a story. Tell about Dorothy. So if you go to the grocer shop and there's a fire and the grocer stoning for a fire with my horns, behind his back, and the wee woman, is that your issue bacon? And she's, no, it's my horns I'm hitting. When he the joke for saying horns instead of hands was a bad thing. So don't think that Glasgow accent is a bad thing. That you're for Glasgow is a bad thing. No, use Glasgow everywhere, Glaswegians. Use Glasgow accent, this pure, the brilliant Glasgow accent everywhere to show that you're Glasgow born and bred. Don't be fucking afraid. Don't be fucking feared, Glaswegians. Just use you have the pure, the brilliant accent. Pure, the brilliant Glasgow accent that you have. Don't be ashamed because people judge you. Don't be fucking ashamed because they don't fucking understand you. Aye? You're the great people, the friendliest people, the pure, intelligent, fun, and creative. Believe me, Glasgow, genuine and daft. That's all, troops. That's all, troops. Oh, I have to finish. I don't want to, but with my traffic on, I'm saying you, see you next Monday, and then have a pure, brilliant afternoon. Mwah.